I think it's a very sporty and sexy looking car. You have 16-inch machine cut alloys. You have a heads-up display over here. This car is so light on its feet. It's so nimble to handle. You get a 360-degree camera, slice and dice through traffic like that, like nobody's business. I think the Toyota Taisor has a lot to offer. The crossover segment is quite something. Is it a compact SUV? Is it a hatchback? Regardless, the Maruti Suzuki Fronx has made quite a statement for itself in the sales department, and we have the Toyota badge Taisor with us, which has brought its own charm with a few tweaks on the outside and minimal changes on the inside. And let's see how this fares, and I have a good feeling about this. Regardless, I'm gonna ask you to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon to stay updated to all the videos that we do. Let's see what this is about. Let's start with the exteriors of the urban cruiser Taisor, and I think it's a very sporty and sexy looking car. It starts with the bonnet right here. You have creases over here. They're not that strong, but they are prominent enough, and it's on both sides, which acts to the sporty look of the car. Right beneath it, you have the chrome strip, the Toyota badging at the center, sleek LED DRLs, and then you have the honeycomb pattern over here, done in piano black, the bumper over here, which adds to the sporty look. Here we have the LED headlamps, and if we move to the side, you have 16-inch machine cut alloys with disc brakes up front and drum brakes at the rear. Quite sexy looking. And then you have body cladding which runs the length of the car. You have pull-out door handles and the ORVM's double pass indicators as well. You have nice roof rails which adds to the rugged look of the car. And over here you have a thin chrome strip that runs the length of the glass house, which looks quite neat. You let me know in the comments below if it looks nice, if it's your taste or not. And if we come to the rear of the car, you have an integrated spoiler right here, shark fin antenna over there, defogger lines, you have Toyota badging right over here, the connected tail lamp over here from coast to coast to the sexy rear lamps. It's actually nice, it looks nice when it's lit up. And you have the skid plate over here, and when it comes to boot space, you have around 308 liters of boot space, and you have the tire right over here. Looks nice. And you have the Toyota badging over here and the Taisor badging over there, and of course the Neo Drive technology that it's running on. You have parking sensors over here, reflectors over here, and it's quite the busy rear end because there's a lot of creases and cuts over here. And that's the exterior of the car. Let's head inside. Let's talk about the interiors of the Toyota Taisor. Now, to start with, I think this is quite stylish. First and foremost, the steering wheel. This is the multifunctional steering wheel. You have your call controls over here, the music controls over here, and you have your cruise control over here. And this is adjustable for reach and rake, which is quite cool. And right behind it, we have the MID in the middle of the analog dials. Now, one can say that they want digital dials, but I think they are fine. It's not a deal breaker. Right next to it, we have the 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Quite a neat feature to have. Beneath it, we have sleek air vents with silver garnish and chrome elements right over here. And beneath it, we have the AC controls with tactile buttons for fan, and this is automatic climate control as well. Right beneath it, we have the wireless charger, the USB port, again a charging port over here, 2 cup holders, the manual gearbox over here, the handbrake over here, and there is an armrest which can be adjustable. Quite neat. Now, if I talk about the overall interiors, it is dark themed. You can feel a little claustrophobic, but then again, it's not something, I'm nitpicking. Now, when it comes to the cushioning, it's quite good. You have side cushioning over here, so quite soft, and it's actually quite nice. And the entire dashboard layout, it's quite sexy. You have hard plastics over here, but they have been done neatly. You have this silver panel over here which adds to the look of the car, and this is again piano black. Now this is basically dust magnet and fingerprint magnet. You have to take care of that. It's a minor upkeep. You have the cool glove box over here. You have a nice sound system speaker over there, and the door handles, again the inside door handles have been done in chrome, and the window controls have been done in piano black. You have a heads-up display right over here which opens up like this. It is quite neat, also a party trick, but yes. Again, this is the auto IRVM. It dims itself according to the exterior conditions. So we have the sun blinds over here. The sun blinds has a small panel, and inside there is a mirror, and it has a light as well, which is quite neat, and it is present on both the sides, not just one side. It's actually quite cool. Now this is how you're seated in the Toyota Urban Cruiser Taisor. To start with, the front row is adjusted to my seat height. I am around 5 feet 10 inches, and look at the amount of legroom that I have, knee room that I have, too much of it. And there's a space for the legroom as well, and the thigh support is adequate. And again, you have 3-point seat belts for all the 3 passengers. There is a transmission tunnel over here, so the third passenger who would probably be sitting here can be a kid. 3 adults would be a scooch. And here we have rear AC vents that can be adjustable. You have a Type-C port over here, a USB port over here, and here we have a small space for your knickknacks, for the magazine you'll be reading or the newspaper. We don't have the same over here. I do not know why. Now the headroom could be a little problem because I'm already 5'10", and the headroom is a little too small for my height. So someone who is taller could have a problem. Apart from that, there is soft touch materials over here on the door panel for all the doors. And again, this has been done in grey. Apart from that, there is 3-point seat belts for all the 3 passengers, and this can be folded in 60-40. So this is how it goes, and you have a lot of room over here. Now let's head up and see what it is to drive the Urban Cruiser Taisor. Let's go. Now let's talk about the performance of the Toyota Urban Cruiser Taisor. To start with, this can be had with multiple options. There is a 1.2 liter naturally aspirated engine and a 1 liter turbo petrol engine on offer. This one that I'm driving right now, ये 1 liter turbo petrol engine hai with the manual gearbox. You can have this one with an automatic gearbox as well. Now to start with, the power. There is power, but where is it? It's in the mid and the top end, which is basically what we need in a basic city commute car. Having said that, the bottom end could have used a little more power. That is where I'm nitpicking at. So because it doesn't have bottom end पे ज़्यादा power, आपको gearbox थोड़ा workup करना पड़ेगा for those overturns, quick overturns for that matter. So there is slight lag of power delivery as well, and which is felt. Again, I'm nitpicking. It's not a deal breaker, but that's what I felt. Now, while I was saying, 1 minute, मुझे एक ping आया है. Let me just take a look at this. What is this about? Okay. So मेरे फास्टैग में बैलेंस कम है and Park Plus app has notified it to me.
और अगर आपका रिचार्ज लो हुआ है तो आप Park Plus ऐप पे आराम से रिचार्ज कर सकते हैं.
It's a nice feature to have. It's nice. Let's get back to the driving. Apart from that, moving on to the suspension. The suspension has been tuned in a very soft manner, which means the ride quality is supple. It soaks up bumps, potholes, slight undulations very easily, keeping the ride quality quite nice. When it comes to brakes, the brakes are actually quite nice. It has some nice bite to it, and the car will stop exactly where you want it to stop. At least, you know, आप anticipate कर रहे हो कि यहाँ रुकेगी तो उधर ही रुकेगी गाड़ी. Now, when it comes to the driving dynamics, this car is so light on its feet. It's so nimble to handle. It will slice and dice through traffic like that, like nobody's business. It's actually a fun car to have. To be honest, if I was looking for a car for my office commute, daily office commute, and for my occasional highway stints, and it looks sporty as well, I would look no further than the Toyota Taisor. But then again, there is a twin in the market as well. The dilemma, hai na? The dilemma. In terms of safety also, the car is loaded to the gills. You get a 360-degree camera, hill hold assist, and there is a heads-up display as well. And apart from that, there is side and curtain airbags, and you have an anti-theft security system. The suit. The base variant can be yours for 7.73 lakhs, and the top variant will set you back by 12.87 lakhs ex-showroom. In terms of features, the car is loaded to the brim. You name it: wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, wireless charger, heads-up display, 360 degrees camera, the suit. But then who is it for? Now, if you are looking for your first car, which is like a proper sporty looking SUV-ish hatchback, I'm just kidding. I think the Toyota Taisor has a lot to offer, and it packs quite the punch as well. I'd recommend it as drive. See you on the next one. Follow Park Plus for more.